Remain humble and let the Lord continue to exalt you. Amen. Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Amen. Remain humble. God has given everybody a measurement of faith. Jesus died for all man's sins. Amen. Remain humble, or the Lord will bring you low. The Lord truly will bring you low. Amen. And then somebody else got your position. Because everybody got a measurement of faith. And the Lord ain't going to hold up his work for nobody. Our glory be to God. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 through 9. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. Amen. You are saved through grace and faith, not by works, lest any man should boast. And that's why the Pharisee didn't walk away justified in the sight of God. The publican did. Because his words sounded like words of, I'm saved by grace and faith, not by works. Amen. Remain humble, or the Lord will abase you. Mark chapter 10, verse 52. And Jesus said unto him, Go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight and followed Jesus in the way. Amen. We saved by grace and faith, not by works, lest any man should boast. Your faith hath made you whole. Amen. Your faith hath made you whole, and it drew you in closer to God, and God drew you closer into him. Amen. You following after Jesus because of grace and faith, not by works, lest any man should boast. Amen. Remain humble. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 8 through 11. Yea, thou heardest not, yea, thou knewest not, yea, from that time that thine ear was not opened. For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and was called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake will I define my anger, will I defer my anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake,